Man, I'm gonna let people join in real quick right now. I know the game's not really over just yet, but it's basically over. It was over before the half started. So, hey, you know what? I thought I'd start this live stream a little sooner than later so I could get this shit out the way. Man, what a fucking game, man. What a fucking game. There's no need to watch the rest of this game. I think we just turned the ball over. Zay Jones fucking fumbled the ball. I don't know what the fuck is going on out there. This whole fucking team don't know how to fucking hold the ball. Nobody. Shout out to the chat. I see you guys out here, man. Hey, man, voice your frustrations in the chat below, man. We putting together an AA meeting right now for this Raiders team, man. For this fucking team, man. We putting together this AA meeting for this fucking team, bro. For this fucking team that we always fucking hype up each and every fucking year, man. Every single week. Shit, I do that, so I know I'm talking about myself too, man. I be hyping up this team so fucking much, man. They're basically about to end the game. They're kneeling the ball off right now, but you know what? It's fucking over. We basically lost 48-9. 48-9. And some of you guys actually predicted it in the chat during the pregame show that it was either we would win like 33-30 or they would beat us 40-something to 5 or something like that. Pretty much looks like that. I don't know where the fuck the team was at. I mean, they didn't show up in Kansas City. It looks like I feel bad for the fans that went out there and spent their hard-earned money to go watch this shitty-ass team put up this fucking performance out there. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's just fucking crazy, bro. Yeah, sad. I see you sad. Sad Foff? He said, yeah, it sucks to get your hopes up and they fucking lose like this, man. This crazy, bro. The game is basically over. I mean, we took out Josh Jacobs. We took Josh Jacobs out, in the last couple of drives, I believe so. But we still have fucking Derek Carr and fucking playing. Why are we not playing Marcus fucking Mariota out there? There's no reason for Derek Carr to keep playing if we're already going to lose the game. Why aren't we putting the big Oos out there, giving him a chance to go out there and just do something? I mean, we already lost this game at halftime. It was 35-3. God damn, bro. I know for a damn fact that a lot of people ain't going to have their jobs after this season is over. That's for a damn sure, man. It's going to be a lot of openings for the Raiders after this season, man. For sure. For sure. We played like fucking bitches out there in Kansas City. Like, it's funny because Jonathan, I feel like mentally we already lost. I mean, this fucking team went out there. I give them props. They felt a little bit confident to go out there and want to, get hyped up on their logo. They want to go to their logo, have their little team meeting and whatnot, hype up the team and whatnot, get kind of hyped up. But shit, the first play of the game, Josh Jacobs fumbled that ball, and they scored the ball. And oh my goodness, from there, we couldn't recover, man. We couldn't recover, bro. Hey, I know everybody going after Derek Carr ahead today, and I understand because he is our quarterback, man, and he didn't do enough for us to win today's game. But I cannot put this blame all on Derek Carr because our fucking offensive line was fucking trash out there. They were better off just sitting on the sidelines and having Derek Carr go over there with just the center because they wasn't doing their job out there. I don't know what the hell they were doing on the field. They weren't blocking nobody. Every single drop back that Derek Carr had today, he couldn't even drop back without having two people in his face. So I can't put it all on Derek Carr. And you guys know, if it was Derek Carr's fault or if it was mostly his fault, I would tell you guys and I would get on his head for that. I mean, he didn't play the best, but shit, this offensive line is fucking trash. We wasted a first-round pick this year on a fucking lineman that can't even play the position we wanted him to play. Right tackle. Brandon Parker had to step in as our right tackle, and he has been shitty this season. And they were exposed today. Definitely exposed today. Alex Leatherwood was fucking exposed today. Coleman Milton. Nobody on the offensive side, on the offensive line, blocked anybody. Derek Carr couldn't do shit out there. Josh Jacobs couldn't find any hole. But, I don't know. Josh Jacobs isn't even that guy for us. Overall, man, this team, man, I know that we've been going through a lot of shit, but damn, 48-9, turnovers after turnovers after turnovers, and Derek Carr getting sacked left and right. God damn, this team played like fucking bitches out there. How are you guys gonna go out on your opposing team's logo and get hyped up, and then you guys throw up a dud like this? This is the worst game of the season so far, and I would say one of the worst games I've ever witnessed since Derek Carr has been a part of this team. Well, you know what? I could backtrack on that. I think I seen a Rams game that we got blown the fuck out. But I don't know if Derek Carr was playing at that time. But damn, bro, 48-9. 48-9. Let's look at the fucking third down efficiency for the Raiders. Let me refresh this shit because I know damn well our third down efficiency was fucking trash. We were 4 for 11 on third downs. 4 for 11. What the fuck? Turnovers killed us early. Drops are killing us. God dang. Zay Jones, his hands are just for decorations because he wasn't catching shit out there. Foster Moreau, a guy that I thought that was going to ball out in this game or at least take advantage of his opportunity. That motherfucker is trash. He fumbles the ball. The only reliable weapon we have on the offensive side of the ball is fucking Hunter Renfrow, our fucking slot receiver. I don't see nothing from Brian Edwards, Zay Jones. None of those motherfuckers. Deshaun Jackson doesn't get any PT out there. And shit, he only had one reception today. And our offense was one-dimensional. It seemed like it was only Hunter Renfrow or fucking Josh Jacobs on a dump-off play. That was about it. Our defense didn't show up either. Our defense did okay in the beginning. And then once it was all said and done, they didn't give a fuck either. We couldn't get anything going out there at all. Shout out to Los Banos Tire Shop, my guy, for the $4.99 donation. Let's get it.
My neck and my back.
Not know what to feel. Oh, I don't know how to feel about this team anymore, bro. At this point, Raider fans deserve better. Season is over. Yes, Raider fans, we deserve better. It's been since 2003 since we had a winning team? Well, that was 2002-2003 season since we had a winning team. 2016, but that shit was short-lived. Other than that, this team has not done shit at all. At all. So I know for a fact, like I said, this offseason, we're going to fucking rebuild this team again. And you know what? I've come to the realization that I'm fine with that. You get a new, I don't know about Mike Mel, but you go GM, fucking coach, coordinators, maybe a quarterback. Shit, this whole team need to be revamped. This offensive line, we are as bad as they said we were. When they was talking shit about our offensive line because we traded everybody away, I still had optimism. I said, no, we should be good. We should be all right. Even though I didn't want Alex Leatherwood's candy ass in the fucking draft, I was like, you know what? People are selling me on this guy, and he probably be okay. And this motherfucker is one of the worst. We can't draft in the first round. We wasted a first-round pick on the motherfucker and Alex Leatherwood that can't even play right tackle. Can't even block for Derek Carr. Brandon Parker is a fucking liability out there. Shit, we should have fucking drafted JOK, like I said. Have a playmaker on the defensive side of the ball, but damn. Yeah, it's time to clean fucking house, bro. It's time to clean house. And, man, I think as Raider fans, man, you know what? We have all the patience in the world. We've been waiting for a while to have a good team. So, I don't mind another rebuild. Shit. If we want to go and start this shit up new, bring in somebody that has the cojones to help change this team. As much as I like John Gruden being our coach before, that motherfucker wasn't going to take us anywhere. We were steadily getting better each and every year. Barely. And look at us. 4 years in, or 3 or 4 years in, I believe so. We're going to go through another mid-season collapse. year after year after year. They get our hopes up high, then they take that shit away, and we're just sitting here like fucking idiots. But today, losing 48-9, golly, this team, man, this fucking team. I was literally sitting there on my couch, just chilling, and I was like, I was literally gonna knock out. Like, I was done with this team. I couldn't even be like really, really bad at them. I just kept laughing at all the turnovers that we had. We had 5 turnovers in this game. 5 fucking turnovers. And all I could do was fucking laugh. Every single turnover that we had, because I was like, you know what? We fucking suck. That's am I right? Us Raider fans, we fucking suck. We got our asses handed to us. The Kansas City Chiefs whooped our candy ass all over Arrowhead Stadium. And now we're going to be flying back to Vegas with our fucking tails between our legs. And damn, it's like we can't win at home either. This whole season we couldn't win at home. Like, we don't have home field advantage and we can't even win away. Like, what the fuck? We fucking trash. And I understand. We've been through a lot of adversity. So at the end of the day, we don't give a fuck about that as fans. We just want to see fucking wins out there. And if they're not doing enough to go out there and win, man, we need to do something different, man. It still kind of trips me out why we did not put fucking Marcus Mariota at the end of the game. Why for the rest of the half, the second half. What was Derek Carr gonna do? Fucking come back? No. That motherfucker was nearly gonna get killed on each and every fucking down because our offensive line couldn't fucking block for Derek Carr. I mean, shit, as much criticism as I give Derek Carr, shit, he couldn't step back and fucking find an open receiver. Offensive line was fucking trash. What else was fucking trash out there? Oh, shit. When we got a touchdown with Hunter Renfrow. Shout out to Hunter Renfrow real quick. I want to show some love to Hunter Renfrow. Let me look at his box score right now. Shout out to Hunter Renfrow, man. He was the only reliable weapon on the offensive side of the ball for us. 13 receptions, 117 yards, and 1 touchdown. So shout out to Hunter Renfrow. It's just funny that we actually get a touchdown and we fucking missed the extra point. Daniel Carlson, what the fuck? We paid you money to make easy shit like that. You can't even make a fucking extra point, bro. That shit pisses me the fuck off, man. Honestly, it pissed me the fuck off. Real quick. I do got some super chats. Oh, shout out to Teresa Lozano, being a member of the channel for 2 whole months. She also sent the $5 super chat as well. Let me see if that shit pop up. Okay, shout out to Teresa Lozano for $5 super chat. I believe we lost our momentum since what happened to Ruggs. I do too. After the bye week, after all that shit went on, we weren't the same. We only won 1 game out of 6 games now after the bye week, which honestly it's unacceptable. How we go 5-2 now we 6-7? That shit just crazy. But hey, it's just the Raiders being the Raiders. Shout out to Raider Glenn for the $5 super chat, man. I appreciate it, man.
My neck and my back.
He said, if there's not a mercy rule in the NFL, there should be, bro. I was like, man, throw the fucking towel in, man. Let us enjoy the rest of our Sunday. We know what's gonna happen. We gonna lose. And if you thought we was gonna come back in the second half, you must been smoking something, because I was like, damn, the way our offense was looking, there ain't no way we coming back in this game. But hey, I feel like we do need a mercy rule, because the Raiders definitely needed that today, the way they looked out there. And I was just sitting there. I was waiting for this game to be over with. So that's why I said, fuck it, I'm going to come out here and just go live right now. I'm going to just go live and just talk to the Raidernation and get this shit out the way so I can enjoy the rest of my Sunday. And I don't have to worry about this shit, you know? The fucking Christmas season is almost coming. You know, the season of giving. And it seems like we're giving every single team that we play a fucking W, and we just take the L, because that's just us, the fucking Raiders, man. The fucking Raiders. Man, you know what's crazy? I'm pissed off and I'm ranting right now, but this shit not hitting me like it did when we lost to the Bengals. You know why? Because I did not. If we lost, I didn't care anymore, because I knew that this team wasn't the team that we all thought they were. I'm still gonna have hope mostly every single week that we could possibly win, but damn, 48-9. I thought we would have lost a little bit closer, you know. Hey, but you know what? That's besides the point. Man, shout out to we got different super. Okay, shout out to Carrie for joining the channel, man. I appreciate you being a new subscriber to the channel. We're only growing on here, and like I said, if this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, I know you watching me, and I probably sound fucking crazy to you, but I'm just a Raider fan, just expressing my feelings, because I got feelings as well, man. I don't think this team knows that. Shout out to Michael Dominguez for the $1.99 donation, baby.
My neck and
my neck and my back. He did not write anything, but again, I thank you, Michael Dominguez, for the super chat. Let me hit Miguel Sanchez. Shout out to you for the $5 super chat.
My neck and my back.
Let's go. He says need to go. Mayock, Olsen, Cable, the entire all line, Bisaccia, and that's just a few. Straight embarrassing, bruh. As Raider fans, especially after a loss like this, I know we could be in our feelings right now. And I would agree with you on most of that. I mean, I honestly would want to keep Mayock to see what he could do without John Gruden, because John Gruden has been part of the reason why we had some of the worst draft picks that we've had. So that's why I would think about keeping Mayock. But if we were to let his ass go, then I wouldn't mind. Cable, yeah, he's gonna. If we bring in a new head coach, they're gonna bring in their own coaching staff. So Cable's not gonna be here. Olsen's not gonna be here. The whole entire offensive lineman, shit. Trade fucking Alex Leatherwood's candy ass away for some, man, for some fucking cookies or some shit like that. Because that motherfucker was a waste of a first round pick. I wish we could go back and draft somebody else, man. This fucking team, man. Bisaccia's not gonna be here, definitely. I said Colton Miller's still gonna stay. Andre James probably going to stay, and Alex Leatherwood, because we drafted him so high. So, I mean, as much as I don't want to, I feel like they're going to stay on board. I feel like we might even get a new quarterback. But, hey, I'm not saying that I don't want to. I'm just saying I feel like we would. Shout out to Cesar Gonzalez for the $10 donation. I appreciate it, my guy. Let's get it. My neck and my back is fucking hurting watching this fucking team embarrass me every single fucking week. He says, it's time to rebuild again. Someone needs to be fired after today. Somebody needs to go, or every coach I'll start with offensive coordinator year after year. They embarrassed the Shield today, and that pisses me off. It pisses you and me and the rest of the Raider Nation off. I'm pretty sure there is not one Raider fan out there that is happy. I know that every single one of them is pissed off in their own way. Shit. I was pissed off, but I was more chillaxed while I was watching this fucking team, because I was just fucking waiting. I was honestly tired, and I was like, shit, this team, man. This fucking team, man. Oh, man, I apologize for all the cussing out here, but shit, man, this is tough. Shout out to CLB Jamie. Let's get it.
My neck and my back.
Wait for the $20 donation. I appreciate it, CLB. You didn't have to, but I appreciated it, especially after a tough loss like this. He says, you look like Samoa Joe. I love him. The Raiders have constantly let me down, so I'm not even surprised we got our ass beat. Hey, about Samoa Joe, man, I fucks with Samoa Joe, man. Hey, hell of a wrestler. But as far as the Raiders letting us down, man, we're immune to that shit, man. We're immune to, as Raider fans, we're immune to that shit. So it doesn't surprise me, but then it surprises me. I don't know if you get what I'm. Maybe it's just me. Shout out to the real baby Tupac, the real baby Tupac won for the $1.99 donation. Appreciate it, man.
My neck and my back.
Yes, sir. He says offense has been trash since we lost to the Giants, bruh. We definitely have. And as much as anybody wants to say that, Henry Ruggs wasn't a big deal for this offense, it definitely was. Because when we had Henry Ruggs and John Gruden's ass was already bye-bye, we was able to go on a 2-game winning streak. But since then, we couldn't beat the fucking Washington football team and the New York Giants. Those are two teams that I would expect us to win against. Even the Bengals, we had a chance to beat them. But shit, our offenses looked trash, whether it was Derek Carr, whether it was his offensive line, it's always going to be the play calling. All of that has been trash for the most part. We have to rebuild. We have to rebuild after this season is done, man. Shit. I mean, they was killing us, man. Killing us. Zay Jones dropping passes out there, man. Hey, shout out to Cleveland Farrell. He got a sack today. Yannick Ngakoue got a sack. Even Malcolm Kuz got a sack. So shout out to those guys for getting something out there, man. But shit, the defense didn't show up today. Defense didn't show up today for the most part. Offensive line didn't show up today. Our receiving weapons didn't show up today other than Hunter Renfrow. Derek Carr could only do so much with what he was given. I mean, this fucking offensive line, like I keep talking about, did not do shit for us, man. So at the end of the day, man, I was hoping that the NFL would at least give us some leeway and just take us off of TV and just put another game on, because I didn't want the rest of the fucking world to see us get our asses beat out there in front of the millions and millions of people watching at home. You know what I mean? But they did, and I know I'm gonna hear this shit over and over and over again. But I guess I gotta get used to. I'm gonna just try to enjoy the rest of my day. Honestly, that's the thing I'm gonna be looking forward to, is enjoying the rest of my day. And then we got to get ready for next week's game. I think it's the Cleveland Browns. I believe so. Cleveland Browns. Or the Denver Broncos. I don't even know. And I was kind of planning on going to one of those games, but now either they got to cut them prices, or I ain't even going to go, man. Honestly, like, we get our asses handed to us when I go to a game and when I don't go to a game, so fuck it. Whew. Shout out to JFlow333 for the $2 donation.
My neck and my back.
Let's get it. We've been rebuilding since 03, bruh. We have. And since Derek Carr has been here, it has felt good to have one quarterback stay with us for so long. But it's just crazy that we haven't done nothing since he's been a part of this team other than one good season. Other than that, we've been up and down for the most part. Different coaching changes, offensive coordinators, yada, 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 different weapons out there. And at the end of the day, we are still rebuilding right now. Like, each and every season, it's either we have a good defense or a solid defense and a shitty offensive line with no weapons, or we have an offensive line with some weapons and a shitty defense. Like, it's just gonna be a fucking cycle over and over and over again. So that's why I feel like we have got to start over this offseason. And if we have to go and find a new quarterback, then so be it. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not saying I'm rooting for it. I'm still going to root for Derek Carr for the rest of the season. But shit, if this shit does not get any better by the end of the season, I feel like we've got to revamp this whole team from top to bottom. Shout out to Zachary Slayton for the $5 donation.
My neck and my back.
He says, man, dude, we sure could have used DJ Fluker. Remember last week when we couldn't find him on the practice squad? They sorry. Let's revamp. Mariota. I wanted to see more of Mariota out there, man. And not because that's my oos right there, but because we was getting our asses handed to us, and we weren't going to gain or lose anything from having Marcus Mariota in there. Gave him some PT. Come on. I'm not saying we would have won the game or came back, but damn, there is no reason to have Derek Carr in the game when we're down already like 30-plus points. But appreciate the donation, man. Shout out to Robert Garcia for the $4.99 donation.
My neck and my back.
Says we need a coach who haven't been an ex-Raider coach. Need a Raider coach who hasn't been a Raiders ex-coach. We fired already. That's why the Raiders have the same trash season. Need Jim Harbaugh. Okay. I see what you're trying to say with this. Yeah. Hey, I wouldn't want to bring anybody else back. I mean, John Gruden was, I guess, a nostalgic feeling, but for the most part, didn't really help us. I just hope that with the next coach that we do bring in is somebody that can help turn this team around and have that impact that a Sean McVay had, or a Cliff Kingsbury, or whoever these young coaches, what these young coaches bring to the team. I hope that's the coach that we bring on next. If it's Jim Harbaugh, I'm all for it. But I don't know how I don't know if he's actually going to leave Michigan and come to the NFL. But if he was, I would love to have Jim Harbaugh on the team. I feel like he brings that intensity, in every single organization or team that he's been a part of has succeeded. So whether it was Stanford, San Francisco, or Michigan. I mean, so for the most part, I would love to have him on here, and I feel like he would do a good job of trying to turn this team around. Oh, shit, man. Shout out to Lincoln Leopolu.
My neck and
Let's
my
get it.
back.
Thank you for the $4.99 donation. I don't think you wrote anything up in here, but I do appreciate the donation. Yeah. Let's see. Shout out to Ramon Hernandez for the $10 super chat. I appreciate it, man.
My neck and my back.
Okay, he says it's so sad to see this team protect one player over the whole team. We have struggled in putting points up. They have denied playing 8 because of the success he had, of the success he could have, and how it would affect Carr. I feel like it goes hand in hand. I mean, there's two parts to that of what you're saying, and I agree with you, man. I feel like it's crazy how not even just the team, but even the fans, man. I've been on that side of defending Carr over and over and over again. Now I'm on the other side where I'm like, you know what? If we move on, we move on, and I'm okay with that. I'm not giving him any more excuses. So it is crazy, no matter what, how much people defend Carr so much. And I know, and they don't want to criticize him. And just because somebody criticizes him doesn't mean that they're not a fan of Derek Carr or they're not a fan of the Raiders. They just criticize him when he doesn't do good. But I know what you mean. Like, if we did bring in Mariota and he does ball out, what does that say for Derek Carr's future? I mean, I would say if it works out, then it works out. I mean, there's no reason why our Eagles should be drawn to Derek Carr and say, that's our only quarterback that we can start. What if Nathan Peterman's Candias came in and he balled out and was the next Ryan Tannehill for us, or Marcus Mariota? It's what's good for the team, not what's good for Derek Carr only. I mean, Derek Carr is a good quarterback, but if we were to bring on Marcus Mariota and he balled out, hey, I'm down with that. And if he didn't, then we know that he's not good enough to run this offense, so we keep Derek Carr in there. So I don't know what the team is doing, man. Like I said, I wish that they could have given my boy Maus a chance at the end of the game, because we knew we were gonna win. Just give him a chance, man. That's all we can ask. Just give him a chance. Oh man, but hey, with that being said, shit. I've been ranting for about 30 minutes straight, man. Let me look at the I'm gonna look at the stats real quick, and then I'm gonna get into the chat and just chop it up with you guys. But Raider Nation, real quick, man, we had over 300 people in the live stream right now, and we only got 105 likes, man. Smash that like button. It only takes you a small period of time, but it helps out this channel so much. So don't forget to hit that like button as well. So looking at our stats right now, Derek Carr, Derek Carr was 33 for 45. Damn, threw 45 times. Only because he needed to. He had to. For only 263 yards. Had 1 touchdown and 1 interception, which I would say was not his fault. It was Foster Moreau's fault. He was sacked 4 times for 17 yards. I don't think they counted one of the sacks in the game because there was a penalty on the Chiefs. So I would say he got hit 5 times in this game. Josh Jacobs was a non-factor. I was saying, like, we needed Josh Jacobs to step up if we wanted any chance of winning this game. But Josh Jacobs only carried the ball 9 times for 24 yards. But then again, it goes back to this offensive line being fucking shitty because they can't block for shit. Whether it's pass blocking for Derek Carr or run blocking for Josh Jacobs. Why did we let go of Rodney Hudson, man? It still boggles my mind. Again, Hunter Renfrow was our leading receiver for 13 receptions for 117 yards and a touchdown. Josh Jacobs was our second leading receiver for 5 receptions for 46 yards. It's sad that our second leading receiver was a fucking running back. Zay Jones, Brian Edwards, Deshaun Jackson, all 3 of those guys combined for 8 receptions overall. We're not utilizing our wide receivers, or these guys are fucking trash. Like, it's one or the other, because the only reason why Josh Jacobs is getting a lot of receptions is because Derek Carr is dumping the ball off. That shit's crazy, man. We had 4 fumbles in this game, and all 4 of them were lost. And the Chiefs scored on each and every one of those turnovers that we had, which killed us. Derek Carr fumbled the ball, Zay Jones fumbled the ball, Hunter Renfrow fumbled the ball, and Josh Jacobs fumbled the ball. Man, shout out to Divine Diablo, though. He came up today, man. I feel like he has a bright future with this team, especially on the defensive side of the ball, man. He had 10 tackles. 10 total tackles, man. He was all over the field, man. All over the field. I know not having Denzel Perriman out there sucks, but it was good to see Divine Diablo all over the field getting that work done. But it wasn't enough because we obviously took that L, 48-9. So with that being said, Raider Nation, man, I'm gonna read off the chat, man. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know what your thoughts are on the game down in the comments below, man. What do we need to do, man? What do we need to do moving forward, man? Alex Lara says Diablo, Merrick, Hobbs, Kuntz, and Crosby defense is young. They are. They definitely are, and I feel like they have a bright future. We just need the right coaches to direct them in that future. And Mad Max Crosby does not really need to he doesn't need to prove himself. He's already made an impact on his team. Hobbs is already showing up right now. Merrick, Diablo, and Kuntz is 3 people that I want to see step up moving forward. JR Hug says, need to get that backup QB from Baltimore. I don't know who it is, but I'm guessing they won again today with the backup quarterback. X Wing says, clean house. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do if we want to at least make the playoffs. I swore that this was the season that we were gonna make the playoffs, but man. Oh shit. Another Sunday, another stressful ass Sunday, man. But man. Francisco says, don't say we're gonna beat they candy ass all over the field in your pregame preview. It's bad luck. I don't think it's bad luck, but I ain't gonna say that shit again. I ain't gonna say that shit for sure. I'll be trying to hype up my own team, but they can't even do shit, man. Oh shit. Shout out to my guy John D in the place to be. Yes, sir. He threw a dub pack on the super chat, man. Appreciate it. He says, that sucked. But Raidernation all my life. Just got my legacy brick at the stadium to be installed this month. Nothing but love for your Samoan Raider. Hey, man, shout out to John D, man. First for the $20 super chat. But second of all, hey, he's speaking nothing but facts. At the end of the day, as pissed off as we are, as much as we're going to talk shit about this team, as stressful as we are, as much as we're done with this team, it's still Raider Nation for life at the end of the day. And I feel like that's the sad thing about it, is that we still come back to this team hoping for a different outcome, but they still find a way to stress us the fuck out every single season and let us down. But hey, congratulations to you having a legacy brick, man. Hey, when I'm at the stadium, man, I'm gonna try to look out for that, man. I know you're one of my loyal subscribers on here because you're always donating, so I definitely appreciate that. I appreciate the love, man. Shout out to my guy John D in the place to be. Shout out to Sandra for the $4.99 donation.
My neck and my back.
So she says, trade Hunter Renfrow and save his career. That's sad, but true. But you know what? I wouldn't want to trade Hunter Renfrow. One person I would trade away to save his career is Derek Carr. Is quarterback Derek Carr. I feel like, honestly, as long as he's our quarterback, I don't think we're gonna have the right team for him to go to the big dance. We're never gonna have that team because his organization is just dysfunctional. The Raiders' organization is dysfunctional. No matter who you bring here, we ain't winning with Derek Carr. Might as well give us somebody else to look forward to watching on Sundays, man. Because Derek Carr, I know is a good quarterback. You put him on the right team, he's gonna take that team to the promised land. So I would say save his career, because I must still cheer on Derek Carr whenever he goes to another team. If we trade him to another team, I'm gonna cheer him on more than I have Amari Cooper, more than I have Khalil Mack, because I know how much dedication Derek Carr has brought to this team. Now, results hasn't been there for the most part. He has more losses than wins, but like I said, if there's a career that needs to be saved, it's Derek Carr's, and I'll stand by that. Shout out to Crick UD for becoming a new subscriber to the Samoa Raider channel. I appreciate that, man. Santiro. He says Carr needs better protection. Well, shit. Watching the game today, obviously, shit. I mean, this offensive line can't stop a fucking nosebleed, bruh. Jafet Herrera. My bad if I'm fucking up your name, man. He says, "What is your dream offseason? What's your dream offseason for next year, B? be for next year. I'm butchering that name, but I know what you're saying. Um, my dream offseason, shit. You know what? What's funny? I actually got a PS5 now. I copped the PS5 and I got Madden 21. And I was actually gonna do the perfect offseason for the Raiders. You know, just fucking on franchise mode and whatnot, like simulating that shit. And what I would do, the perfect offseason would be trading Derek Carr for some assets, some good assets, 1 or 2 first round picks, getting Jim Harbaugh or someone of that stature, bring in his own guys. I say keep most of these guys. I would honestly try to go get one of those big right tackles, whether in free agency or in the draft. And then I would try to trade. I would try to trade for a big veteran, for a veteran quarterback. I would say, yeah, that would be most of it. But I mean, I'm not gonna say everything else, but that would be most of it. Buster Cherry, I can see from your logo, you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan. So he says Derek Carr is actually a stud. And it's crazy to hear this from a Chiefs fan. I know that Derek Carr is good. I don't think he's elite, but I think he's good enough to go and win games. If you put the right pieces out there, I feel like he's good enough. I don't think that the Raiders team right now is good enough. And I could blame a lot of the adversity that went on earlier in the year because nobody expected that. And I don't think it's fair for Derek Carr to go out there and try to play like he has, especially with everything going on. So, yeah, I mean, you put Derek Carr on that Kansas City Chiefs team, they winning games. Man, Keeks say, what does motherfucker say? I just missed it. He says, so we're gonna let the defense off again? No one's letting the defense off. If you watched me earlier on the live stream, I blamed everybody. It was the offensive line, definitely on the offensive side of the ball. Drop passes from everybody, all of our receivers, the fumbles. We had no momentum. Defense played good for 2 drives. After that, when it was too late, they just let everything fly, man. So, I mean, defense had to do better, but shit, it's everybody, man. It's everybody. Oh, shit, I got a super chat. Shout out to Gerardo Law for the $1.99 donation.
Ooh. My neck and my back.
Got a bold take right here. It says Max Crosby is overrated. Care to explain? I mean, I know that he's getting a lot of his pressures because he has Yannick Ngakoue on the other side, but I don't know. I know he's not the best run defender, but for the most part, I still think he's a solid ass edge, man. Shout out to Gerardo again for the $1.99 donation. He says that Carr is all about completions, not touchdowns. Again, I don't know what to say about that because I know Derek Carr as much as I know shit. It's tough to argue against because I know how much Derek Carr wants to get in the end zone, but he just can't do it. But appreciate the donation. It's kind of tough to try to argue on that. But I did see somebody say that Carr needs to extend plays. And that's true because I feel like our offense right now, we need a quarterback that can run outside the pocket, make plays. When the pocket collapses, can run out. A dual threat quarterback. That's what we need out there. Maybe Marcus is that. Maybe not. Maybe we need to go get a guy out there like a Russell Wilson. I don't know. But we do need somebody that can use their feet or use their legs more than none, you know? Shout to X-Wing for the $5 super chat.
My neck and my back.
It says, I could see Carr play for the Saints just like Ken Stabler. And trust me, hey, X-Wing. And if he does go to the Saints, he going to have a better career there than he had with the Raiders, honestly. He'll take them farther, though, especially because they have the weapons there. If Michael Thomas stays there, if Alvin Kamara stays there, you keep the same group of guys there and maybe add a little bit more pieces, they'd be solid over there. Dita's son says people still making excuses for Carr. I don't know who making excuses for him because I feel like he's part of the blame too. He's part of the loss. I'm not putting it all on him in this game. I mean, he could have made better decisions out there. He could have ran out the pocket, but he couldn't control the pocket because the offensive line was fucking trash out there, and they was selling. It was like they wanted the defenders to go out there and sack Derek Carr. I don't know. We need a coach, head coach, and a QB. Bye-bye. Head coach and QB, bye-bye. Bring in Sean Payton. I don't think he'd come over here. Can't wait for the night. The Saints have real coaches. I think most teams have real coaches. We don't. We have Rich Bisaccia. And it's funny because I hyped up Rich Bisaccia because he looked like Goldberg. But now, that motherfucker look like the other Goldberg. I forgot his name, man. The Raiders fan says that Carr has mentioned that he wants to play for the Raiders in his career, no other team. He'd rather retire than play for another team. And I call absolute cap on that because there's no way. If Derek Carr was to go to another team, out of his control, he'll play for that team. Definitely. He's not going to retire. He still got a lot in him. Lorenzo brought up. There's some Raiders channels out there saying you can't blame Carr. That's all on the coaching. Okay, see what I don't get is I'm not naming other channels out there, but there are some channels that will never blame Derek Carr. But the fact that they would bring up everybody else, they'll talk about the defense a lot, saying the defense wasn't good enough. And from what I've seen, I mean, the defense is not the best defense. They're not elite, but they're good enough to get, stop drives and give you a chance to score. But damn, like, it's okay to criticize Derek Carr. I feel like a lot of these people are too. I feel like their ego is too big for them to criticize Derek Carr because they feel like it's not okay to criticize Derek Carr because they're going to get slandered by you guys, the Raider fans, or because I know that there's 50-50 Raider stands and Raider haters out there, but there is a fine medium. I mean, like I said before, like, you can criticize Derek Carr without, like, slandering him. Like, you can say that he played fucking awful and he didn't do enough to win the game, and that's fine. But if you're still going to go out there and not give any blame to Derek Carr, but you could blame every single person but him, I feel like you're a delusional fan. I feel like if you care about Derek Carr so much, or if you're a big enough Derek Carr fan, then it'd be easy for you to call him out when he plays shitty. I mean, and that's what I do. And I'm one of the biggest Derek Carr supporters, and I still am. I'm still going to ride with him out, even though he pisses me off each and every single week like the Raiders do. I'm going to criticize him when he plays bad, and I'm going to praise him when he does good. Simple as that. I mean, it's not fucking rocket science, man. Jordan says, Simone Raider, would you want to rebuild with the rookie QB? It depends on who the rookie QB is. I'd rather rebuild with another veteran quarterback, to be honest with you. Lorenzo, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that a lot. Johnny 209 Raiders says, Vegas is too much for the Raiders. I don't think it's too much for the Raiders, man. I feel like all this off-the-field issues is just too much for the Raiders. Man, who could have predicted our coach being let go or stepping down, and then our number one wide receiver going into, being cut from the team, and then our cornerback that we drafted in the first round last year getting cut from the team as well. Like, no, this is the craziest Raiders season I've ever been a part of. Out of all the years I've been a part of this, let me say this again. Out of all the years I became a Raider YouTube content creator on YouTube in my 8 years, this is the craziest year. The craziest year I've ever experienced being a Raider fan, man. With everything that's been going on, man. With the highs and the fucking lows, man. This team, man. It's just crazy because at the end of the day, we still love the team, man. But I don't think we could go through this shit again. I feel like we do need to start. We need to press the restart button and just go from there. Whether we rebuild with the rookie quarterback or a veteran quarterback, I'm down for that. I just feel like in my thoughts, I don't think that Derek Carr is going to take us to the promised land. If he does come back, then it would have to be if Derek Carr does come back with a new regime, I still want us to go out and draft a rookie quarterback. somebody to learn under him. But we have got to build the pieces around our quarterback because we can't have a shitty offensive line with no weapons out there, receiving weapons, and expect us to go out there and do anything. You know what I mean? Our defense is solid, to say the most. And like I said, I wasn't being picky when I wanted us to get a defense. I just wanted us to be top 20. And I know we're kind of teetering around there, and I'm okay with that. Our offense has just got to be better, man. Whew. So, Raider Nation, man, with that being said, my laptop out of doy right now. But with that being said, I'm about to leave out of here. Shout out to everybody up in the chat again. Like I said, smash that like button if you guys haven't already. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming on here. Even the one Chiefs fan that I've seen in here, not really talking that shit. But hey, everybody in here, much love. Hey, we still Raider Nation for life. We just got to move on, and hopefully this fucking team can pick their shit up and try to win a couple more games to end off the season. But at the end of the day, I think that this team has got to hit that reset button, and hopefully it's for the better. So again, Raider Nation. With that said, again, this is your boy, Some More Raider, and your boy is